Replacing the topping lift, here we have 30 metres of paracord, which we can use as a mousing line and a tape measure, so we can find out how much line we actually need. The topping lift is secured here on the mast, and it runs down up through the mast, way up to the top, boom, up there, and then down to the end of the boom where it does its topping lifting. So we need to route our tyre mouse line onto the end of the topping lift and haul it all the way through down to the end of the boom. Okay, you can see here I've untangled the mess that was our topping lift, and I'm just winding this mousing line around it, and I'm then going to strap it down with some duct tape and hope to get a decent enough join that I can pull it through, get the old topping lift out, then I can measure it, figure out how many meters more I need, order a new one with a spliced loop in the end, and when we get that, should be able to just pull it back through with the mousing line. So that's the first piece of duct tape on the bottom. You see I'm looping it round. The idea is I'm just trying to create as much friction between the mousing line and the topping lift as possible, but without making it really terribly much wider than it already is, so that it fits smoothly through and doesn't let go. Okay, so with just 4 or 5 little bits of masking tape, so I've coiled the mousing line around, and now when I pull it, let me just pop the camera down here so I can demonstrate. So when I give it a yank, that's not coming apart, that is truly solid. So hopefully, so long as this is thin enough now to go through the cable run, the rope run, should work. Let's give it a go. Compromising the topping lift. So now coming to say hello to me. Hello, swans. They're all current now. Okay, so I'm here to get the topping lift off here. So we see this is pretty badly worn, so it's due replacement anyhow. So I have the topping lift now released, and down here, as we can see, it's pretty worn and needs could use replacement anyway, I think. So now, in theory, is these nuts out of the line, we should be able to pull it through from the topping lift. Try not to snag anything. It goes. So just make sure I spool out enough mousing line as it gets pulled through, because I got to, of course, pull it back with this stuff as well. Slowly but surely does it, just nice and gentle. Pretty soon our attachment will get to the top of the mast, and then I might have to jiggle it a bit to get it through. Okay, I had to turn the camera off that because I needed both hands to give the line an almighty heave, and if we now look up, I don't know if you can see on my line way up there, the join has come through the top of the mast now, and so the mousing line is all the way through. We need to pull her down, so I'll do that. Okay, I've pulled the paracord all the way through, and I've just made it off on this this Burgee halyard that we've got here, just to hold it in place, with the other end down here. In fact, I think I'll probably just leave the reel there so that we can use it to wind it back on when we're done. When we've got the new one, then we pull it all the way back through. But now I've got the old one out, I just need to unattach my join, which has worked, and then we can measure the old one, add on the additional bit we need for across the deck back to our new clutch and windlass. Seven, 8, 9. Look at the difference in colour of the rope between what was inside the mast and what's been weathered. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, slide our measure out here, and we can see it is 2 meters back to the winch. That's about half a metre to the mast, so that's about 2.5 meters, and another 2.5 meters so that we've got some extra down here to wrap around the winch and the like. So that's another 5 meters on top of the 17, so we need 22 meters. Those ones are easily outfitted.
Now we knew how much line we needed, I went to this website, JimmyGreenMarine, which they don't sponsor me or anything. I didn't get any freebies out of this. I just thought I'd point it out because I found them really useful. You can customize lines and they'll put splices and things like that in it, which is pretty good. So here I was just looking around and seeing you could add fittings to the end. But for what I actually need, I need a nylon thimble at one end and just a loop at the other end to allow the mousing line to attach to it to pull it through. So, and they give you little illustrations, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. And I thought we'd have a gold braid on it, so that's the color of the line that we're going to end up with. And finally, I pick which loop I needed at the other end. So that's the one. I thought, oh, what's the other one? And I looked and it shows you and you're like, no, that's not what I need at all. So I go back to where I was in the first place. And there you are. It shows you in the summary down the bottom. And then I realize what I've actually forgotten to do is put how much line I need. So I enter 22 meters in and it gives you a price, which is brilliant. So I add it to the basket. And the turnaround was really good. I actually ordered this late on a Thursday evening, and the line showed up in the post first thing Tuesday morning. So I was happy with that.
Okay, so point it at what I'm actually doing rather than me. I'm not very interested.
It's very TV chef.
So, flake the line out a bit. So this, we just need to come round, and my plan is to use half hitches. On this line, a bunch of, probably enough, that's not going anywhere. A bunch of half hitches will probably do the job. So now, in theory, it's not coming undone. We should just be able to pull. Do you want to just point at the foot of the mast a minute? machine that's going up. Oops, sorry. So through it comes. Right. So where am I going with this? I think I'm going. In fact, I know I'm going. So I release that shackle. Then I release that shackle. I'll take this fella, pop it through there, and then this goes back on, and I do key up. Oh, it's gone all the way round, too far. There we go. So that's on there now. Through the deck organiser.
So I guess we'll do it right towards the end. Copy up now. So go round